2,000 years later.
Let's get this show on the road. Hi y'all, I'm Zoe and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Start that over. Hey y'all, I'm Zoe. Welcome to my channel. Zoe, is you cool? And is you cool if you haven't subscribed yet? Y'all don't know me like that, but y'all finna get to know me. I think the best way that y'all can get to know me is knowing my unpopular opinions. Everybody has an opinion, especially on the internet these days. So I'm just gonna share y'all some of my unpopular opinions. It's not gonna be about anything specific, just things that I just thought about off the top of the dome. Yeah. So the first one is gonna be like a combination of multiple of them. So one, social media tea pages suck and create parasocial relationships. Mind your business and stop talking about people. And it was another one. And stop expecting celebrities to be role models. I'm going to combine all of those into one. We all need to mind our business and stop expecting celebrities to be role models because we don't know anything about them. And these social media tea pages creates parasocial relationships with them. We don't know these people from a can of paint, okay? I will admit, I have parasocial relationships with some celebrities. I will admit that. I guess that's because I'm an empathetic person. I do believe in empathy, but I do believe that we also need to, you know the deep. We don't know these people. We don't know what they got going on in their lives. I mean, yeah, we see it on like, social media and these news media outlets and stuff. But other than that, we don't know exactly the details, the dirty details that happen behind closed doors. We don't know. So we can't really act like we know these people, and we really don't. I'm gonna say, for example, it was like with the Megan situation. Like, yeah, she came out and talked about how her and Clay broke up, but I feel like there's a lot that we don't know about that situation, and we just, we can't even speak on it. Keep in mind, that's my parasocial relationship. I love Meg down. She can't do no wrong in my eyes. I don't care what nobody say.
This is personal.
I don't care. But yeah, I just feel like it's a lot of things that we don't know about these people. The social media tea pages, I actually blocked like the Shade Room and Messy Mind off TikTok and all that stuff. I used to follow those down. Okay, so I also want to iterate that I did unfollow those pages first. I just don't want to make it seem like I just blocked them because I think I'm hot stuff or whatever, but I did unfollow them first and they still kept popping up, so I blocked the page as well. I used to want it to be in the scope. I wanted to know all of that, but after a while I just started thinking, what's the point of me knowing all this? There's no reason for me to know any of that, because how is it contributing to my life? Nothing. There's nothing that is contributing to my life to make it better at all. It's not paying my bills. It's not paying my car note. Knowing no folks' business has nothing to do with me. So all those people who have all that mess and stuff like that, I just block it because I don't want to see all that. I don't want to see all that. So, and mind your business and stop talking about people. I will admit, I am a little messy.
Bombastic side eye.
I am a little messy. I used to talk about people down. I don't care. I used to talk about people. But I realized that you don't know what anybody else got going on in their life. And I don't think it's right to talk about people. I feel like it's the way that you talk about people, but I feel like we shouldn't be talking about other people in the first place. I feel like if you may be bringing up a situation, you talking about it, like, say, for instance, like, oh, this happened such and such. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, that's messed up. I feel like that's okay. But I feel like going into it, giving your 2 cents, saying how you wouldn't do that, or bashing them, talking down on them because of how they handle the situation and blah blah blah, I feel like that's not needed. I feel like we need to stop talking about other people's business, mind our own business. It's just that. Number 2, just because you are a religious person does not make you a good person. People are selective sinners. I should have held my iPad up for that one, because I feel like that one's gonna ruffle a few feathers. I do believe that just because you are a religious person, it doesn't make you a good person. Now, there's a difference if you used to be a bad person and then you became religious, and then slowly you recognized your faults as a person, and then you decide to make that change to become a better person. That's a difference. But when you become religious, you don't make no changes as a person, and you just do the same things that you did before. You still talk about people, you still look down on other people, think you're better than other people just because of who they are and what they do. I don't think that's okay. And the selective sinner thing, I don't think people call it that. Like, I think we need to start saying people are selective sinners, especially people who are religious and then they go and they talk about what's in the Bible. I think another thing that we need to talk about, a lot of stuff that is in the Bible was in the Old Testament. When Jesus died for our sins, his blood washed away our sins. So everything that was in the Old Testament got washed away. This is a New Testament. Okay? Not saying that what people do is good or bad. We don't have the right to judge that. That's for God to judge. That has nothing to do with us. We can't judge other people. We bleed the same. We have to eat to survive. We have to go to the doctor the same way that other people do. Everything that we do is the same that other people have to do as well. We're all humans. Nobody's better than anybody. The only way that you could possibly even be better is if you have money. And that's not even godly anyways. Money is the root of all evil. You ever heard of that term? I'm just saying. Money is the root of all evil. It's not that many people who get money who do good things. All of that for me to say, because I'm getting off topic, and I'll keep going. I have the gift of gab. I can talk for hours. I can talk and talk and talk. I don't have time for that today. Actually, I do. I'm not doing anything. But either way, you're religious, but you're not a good person. And you selectively choose what sins are the worst. Okay? You could be a religious person. You could drink wine, and then you'll bash somebody who has tattoos, who has piercings. It's not adding up. Or you might bash somebody just because of their sexual orientation or who they prefer. You know, you can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose. You're not perfect. You're sinning. You're a sinner as much as you are a religious person. You're a sinner just for bashing them and for just looking down on them, judging them. That's a sin. Did we ever think about that? That's a sin. Yeah, that's an unpopular opinion. Okay, my next one is not everyone is meant to be a parent. This one kind of gets me emotional because I do feel like not everybody's meant to be a parent. I just feel like people don't know how to treat children good. Children are so pure, and they're such amazing little human beings, and people take that for granted. People always find a way to crush something that's pure and good just because of the fact that humanity can be evil. So I feel like because kids can't really defend themselves, they take it out on kids. They do the worst things to kids. Just look at how the world is now. So many things coming out about how people are preying on children. It's people who are attracted to children. That's weird.
Absolutely disgusting, by the way.
Why are you attracted to a child? That's disgusting. I don't know. That's just nasty. I don't know. I feel like people don't protect kids enough, and then I feel like people who become parents who really didn't want children. Now, don't get me wrong, some people who become parents, they will switch that around. They will be like, wow, like their child basically changed their life. But for some people, it didn't change their life. They still out doing the same thing. They're still out basically neglecting the child. They will neglect their children just so they can live life how they did before. And you can't do that. Once you have children, your life is your child's life now. You have to make some changes, babes. You can't do what you do before. I mean, it's just that. So I just feel like everybody doesn't need to have kids. Thank you. Leave situations that are no longer serving you. That's number 3. Wait, no, I'm out. What number am I on? 4. I think I'm on 4. I'm on 4. Leave situations that are no longer serving you. There's no reason that you should be staying in the same situation, no matter what it is. No matter if it's that relationship, if you stay with that man beat on you, or if that man don't like you, Because let's be honest here, men will show you that they don't like you. They will show you time and time again that they do not like you. They will. And if you decide to stay with them, that's on you. But you need to leave. Certain situations, if a situation no longer serves you, some situations are meant to be there for a certain amount of time to teach you a lesson about yourself so that you can move on and be a better person. Do what you got to do to elevate. And that's just that. Okay? Okay. Weight loss shots serve no purpose if you aren't putting in the work after you lose the weight. And that also applies to plastic surgery. I feel like a lot of people these days are starting to get like plastic surgery or getting like the weight loss shots. Now this is different if you have a medical condition. Disclaimer, this does not apply to you if you have to do it because you have a medical if you have what words did I just say?
Are you fucking dumb?
I forgot the phrase that I just said. Either way, y'all get what I'm saying. It does not apply to you if you have a medical illness that you need it for. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need the weight loss shots because you have obesity, that's fine. Don't care. That's okay. We understand that. But if you just getting a little big because you eating a lot and then you just like, oh, well, I'm just going to go get surgery. No. Or I'm just going to go get on the shots. No. No. You can go to the gym. But I do feel like a lot of people have... That's why I feel like social media has really warped our minds, messed our minds up, because people think that a certain body type is the most desirable. Like, to certain demographics, certain people, certain body types are the most desirable to certain types of people. Like, say for instance, in the black community, you want a big booty, big bitties, and then a little tiny cinched waist. Okay, that's the most desirable in the black community. So when people don't have that, or like they have the hip dips, or they have like a more square shaped body, no hourglass, or like it's like maybe a pear, like you don't have the big old bitties like people would really normally, you know, it's just stuff like that. People go and get surgery, and I'm not bashing anybody who go get surgery. I'm just saying the people who are lazy and don't want to put in the work to make sure they're healthy, because to me the most important thing is about the inside, inner body health. That's the most important thing to me. I don't think that the weight loss shots and the surgeries are really going to do anything if you're not going to put in the work to make sure your inner body is healthy. That's just how I feel about it. So next, a man who was not taught right is never going to do right. And I will say, disclaimer, now it's only different if you are a man who actually, you recognize your trauma and you put in the work to actually become a better man. Let me go ahead and say that, because a lot of men will go ahead and get on the physical. Oh. No, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. If you decided that as a man you were going to go do what you needed to do in order to become a better man, that you never had a role model to show you how to be a good man, that's different. That's okay. I understand that. But if you have enablers around you, you don't want to put in the work to be a better man, you're an incel who listens to podcasts. And not all podcasts are bad, okay? But some of them, y'all shouldn't be listening to them. That's on you. You're never going to be a good man. I'm sorry. And there's... I'm not going to say there's no definition of a good man, but I feel like there is. A lot of y'all lack being a good man. And it's just that. Anyways, life is never going to be the way you want it to be unless you take initiative to change it for the better. A lot of people, y'all need to hear that. You can't have that mindset. And the only reason I'm telling you that straight up is because I used to have that mindset. I didn't think I was going to be here. I always thought I was just going to make it to a certain age and then whoop, something bad was going to happen. I was just wasn't going to be here because I didn't want to have to take the responsibility of being an adult and having to grow up and having to take on responsibility and having to pay bills and blah, 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 blah. But honestly, life isn't going to be anything if you don't make it. And it's just that, like, I had to learn that. So the best advice I could give to anybody is live life and make it the way that you want to make it. Yeah, things are going to happen, and I'm not going to look down on anybody who just, it's just because some things just happen. Like, bad things always just sometimes always happen to certain people, and we don't know why. But I feel like the best thing that you can do as a person is just keep pushing forward. Like, just keep being strong. That's all I can say. I'm not really equipped as a person to really tell anyone how to just keep living their life, because some people just don't want to. And it's kind of sad because I feel like everybody's life is precious. I don't know. I feel like with the right support, anybody can push through. And I feel like that's another problem too. People don't want to support people anymore. There's not enough empathy in the world. There's not enough people caring about other people as we should, because that's another reason why God created us, for us to love each other. So I don't know, that's a really hard topic to talk about, but that's my unpopular opinion. Life is not going to be anything unless you make it. But I do also feel like we should be supporting each other and loving on each other so that we could push through anything. But it's just so much evil in the world. It's just, I don't know. People who have the mindset of, in quotation marks, they didn't care when it was me, so why should I care? Quotation marks. You're dumb.
You're a dummy, bitch.
Immediately, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. So, let's say you're in a relationship, right? And Sally went and messed around with your man. Okay, boom, y'all break up. You go find this other dude that you see up in the club. Oh, he cute. You find out he got a girlfriend. His girlfriend is Regina. You're gonna go and mess around with him just because Sally messed with your man a few months ago and she didn't care that he was your man? Regina doesn't know you. Regina didn't sleep with your man. So why are you mad at Regina? Why are you gonna go sleep with her boyfriend just because he free game? You're easy too, just because he easy. All of y'all easy. Boom, how about that? All y'all easy. All y'all easy, bro. That makes no sense to me. Like, you're gonna go and you're gonna go sleep with Regina, man, because you're still mad at Sally for sleeping with your man. That's bitterness. That's bitterness. You need to let go of that. That makes no sense. I can't. That one is it's an unpopular opinion, but it's a pet peeve of mine. That's a big pet peeve of mine, because I can't stand people like that. Tit for tat. But that's not even tat no more. That's not tat. That's Tisha. That's not even tat no more. Tit for tat. You tit, that's tat, but that's Tisha. Why you mad at Tisha? Like, that don't make no sense to me. I don't know. A lot of things that y'all do, it baffles my head. It doesn't, the common sense isn't common sense. I need y'all to do better. For real, because that don't make no sense. Okay. Next. It's okay to look your age. Like, it's okay. I remember there's this trend on TikTok, and a lot of the middle-aged people, or like in their early 30s, were saying they don't look their age, they look like they're in their 20s or their teens. It's okay for you to look 30-something. It's okay. Now, I will say I have made that mistake many times because I work at a plant job. It's a lot of people up in there who look younger than their age when you don't actually stare in their face. Now, if you do a couple of glances, like, you don't really actually not looking in their face, not paying attention, like, oh, you just like, oh, you look young for your age. I didn't expect you. When you actually look in their age, that's when you start seeing the aging lines and stuff like that. You start seeing it. Now, I understand looking good for your age. That's my point. You look good for your age. You do not have to look 20-something or 19 or 18. No, you look good for your age. It's okay to look how the age that you are. Okay? It's okay. We're all aging. Everybody ages. Okay? It's okay to look your age. It's fine. It's fine. And this is my last one. I don't like talking things out, but certain instances. Now, I'm going to give y'all an example. I had a friend a long time ago, and we were like friends for a very long time. Like, this is my best friend's sister. Like, you know, the first time that we stopped talking to each other, we talked it out when we came back together. But the second time, we just stopped talking to each other and we never talked again. I feel like at a certain point, we don't have to talk things out as human beings, as people. We don't have to talk things out. We don't have to. I feel like we all grow apart at some point, especially if somebody's meant to be in your life for a season and not a long time. It's okay for y'all to never talk again. It's okay. Y'all don't have to talk things out. Some people just fall off and it's okay. That's my unpopular opinion. I don't think that everything has to be talked out. Ooh, my hand's ashy. Hold on.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
What is that?
Okay, I'm back. Do they still look ashy? Maybe they do. I don't know. I burnt my finger right there. But yeah, I don't think that things need to be talked about. So it's okay not to talk things out all the time, y'all. So that's all I gotta say. Okay, y'all, that was my last unpopular opinion. I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. Please go and follow my other socials. They will be at the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoy. I don't know when I'm gonna post this video, if anybody sees it. I don't know if I'm gonna post, I don't know when I'm gonna post this video, but I hope y'all enjoyed. It's so, and is you cool if you haven't subscribed yet? Love y'all. Bye.